joined a group of cookery enthusiasts recently on a vegetarian course in the Lake District. A taste of the Mediterranean was described as a colourful culinary experience, and I was full of anticipation for that elusive je ne sais quoi to add to my cooking skills. I'm not a natural cook, and there came a time recently when I felt some inspiration would be welcome, especially as my husband's appetite has diminished as a result of a stroke, and I wanted to be able to produce more interesting meals. In the spotless kitchen that can take up to 24 people, we each chose our cooking station and explored the facilities. Oodles of really sharp knives in their wooden blocks, drawers full of kitchen utensils, baking trays, bowls and other essentials. The session started with a talk by Dale Blako, the executive chef, on the safe use of knives, with impressive demonstrations of chopping vegetables, the speed and precision of which made us feel a bit dizzy. One gem I picked up was how to chop onion into beautiful cubes. It's so easy when you know how. And here's how. Remove the outer leaves, leaving the root section intact. Cut the onion in half lengthwise. Then push the knife down just behind the root and carefully cut towards you, working across to the other side. Next, turn the onion round and, holding it together, carefully cut across, and there you have it. Lovely cubed onion. If that had been the only tip I picked up during the day, I would have been happy. However, tips and facts were pouring from Dale, and it needed real concentration on my part to keep up with the note-taking and taking photographs. Making the dough for the focaccia was hilarious, with much throwing onto the working surface. I found it pretty hard work, and even Claudia got a bit flummoxed. But it all turned out well in the end. We ate that, and the Tuscan panzanella we had prepared earlier for our lunch. After lunch, we produced a Spanish omelette. More chopping, potatoes this time, and onion, and a spot of deep fat frying. It generated a good-natured competitive spirit between one couple, although there didn't seem to be a clear winner. Then on to preparing a baked stuffed butternut squash with red pepper coulis. Well, I forgot to make my coulis, but it tasted fine all the same. It was a most enjoyable day, and although we were on our feet for most of the time, it was a hard-working, happy group who went home tired but inspired. I came away far more confident about preparing and mixing vegetables, and with a tentative start on experimenting with flavours. I'd like to go further with this, but in the meantime I'll be practising with my newly sharpened knives. Dale suggested I asked my local shoe repairers whether they would sharpen them, and they did. Something I would never have thought of, but it's been so worth it, because as Dale says, blunt knives are more dangerous than really sharp ones. LucyCooks cookery courses are run at Staveley Mill on the River Kent, and they're the brainchild of Lucy Nicholson. What she has on offer is amazing, from cookery courses of all kinds, outside catering, and even treats and goodies delivered by mail order. There are lots more inspired ideas to be found on her website. Just Google LucyCooks. Travelling to Windermere by train was straightforward, with a taxi to Staveley Mill, just about a 10-minute ride. We had booked our tickets well ahead and got the really reduced rate of £42 return from where we live, just north of London. We'll certainly make more use of the train in future. The chance to catch up with reading, relaxing, and just watching the countryside go by was irresistible, and all without the hassle of motorway driving.